Okay, so this is kind of the setup that I have right now. I have this Seaflo shower kit that runs off this proprietary USB-C battery with a little on-off switch there. You just drop it in this bucket. It's been working great for the beach, but you're kind of anchored to having this battery. So this is kind of like a project that I am just pretty bored, but I wanted to modify, I suppose. I just showed you, I think I'm going to call that version 1 of the truck shower. And I feel like I can do it better. So I'm going to kind of show you where I'm at now. I feel like I should document this just a little bit because I think this is fun. And if this works out, this is going to be kind of cool, maybe a little bit more unique. And I think part of it is the shower component, like how I'm actually going to wire up some USB ports into my truck bed. So small journey. Let's see how this turns out. So now I have this guy. This was given to me. It's like I have my old lead acid battery from my camping trailer. I upgraded to lithium, so I had the old lead acid. I threw it in this, and it worked. It like powered these kind of like cigarette ports, and then also it powered these USB ports. Well, these run this guy super well, even off of this like pretty low voltage lead acid battery. It runs it great. So I have this guy already. I'm like, well, all of this stuff looks removable. They all have these removable, none of them are fixed in here. I wonder if I could either like modify this or get another box, have this something like loose in my truck bed, and as long as I wire it to my battery in my truck properly, I think we're golden here. Put all of these guys into this older Pelican box I have. We'll see how that works. Also wanted to add, these are Seaflo brand. Like I have no idea if Amazon has something else that's runs like this. This is the only one I found that like ran off of like its own battery. I think initially I was really trying to like copy the rinse kit to have it like completely portable. I still think I can do that because this guy does still work. All right, so respect to the people, the DIYers on YouTube that do the project and film it while they're doing it. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm like squirrel, and I try another idea and I'm like not picking my phone up, mainly because also like I'm not an organized like DIYer. Stuff's everywhere, including my phone, and plastic shavings all over my phone. So you guys didn't follow me through this entire project. However, it is complete. And I'm actually super stoked on it. So let's kind of dive in here. I'll show you what I did. So this is it. This is a little Mad Max in crude. So I wired it from the battery, which is super simple. You definitely don't need to like watch a video on that. This is a Toyota Tundra with a camper shell. So I'm sure there's potential like videos specifically to that. So I had some old webbing and I self-tapping screwed it in there with a washer. So now that there's tension on the webbing, now here's my box. There's a little bit of blood on there. Hey, blood, sweat, and tears, right? Real project. I made a cover for it. It's not going to show on there, but it says 12.7 volts. Oops. Blue light on there. Little DIY cover on the back. Gnarly magnet. This is pretty much the only thing that I actually bought for this specific project from Harbor Freight. Everything else I just kind of had. And I just wired it all up in here. I just used a little wing nut to secure the magnet. And on the inside here, I took a bit of that webbing and kind of burned a hole through it. And then I threw a nut and bolt through that so it doesn't get yanked out this way. Yes, it's a Pelican box. It's water resistant or waterproof, but I wouldn't say this is waterproof. However, these are marine plugs. It's gonna be in my truck bed. So I had this extra pigtail here in case maybe if I was traveling, I wanted to, I do have a little bit more, like, I think I got maybe a bit more adjusting to do, but you know, it could magnet there. It's probably gonna live right there, or well, the other way, and which actually is a little bit awkward with that. You know what? It's not perfect. However, I kind of dig it. I think it's unique. I haven't really seen much like this before. And the best part is, and I will show you how this actually powers my shower. So I got my shower up there, follow that down, pump in there, wire here, where I splice it in and made it not USB-C, I just made it a USB-A, into my little inline switch here. I actually did get this on Amazon. I threw a magnet here, so this can kind of maybe hang out up there. Got my USB-A. Oh, I guess the switch was on. But we got a 6 shower. A 6 shower runs awesome. Ah. It's for you, so you can clean you off at the beach. Can you throw up a shaka? Yeah, that was tight. All right, so I finished off with a little bit more. That magnet right there, right? But I had these super gnarly washers from I think it was from a Sleep Number bed base or something. And I kept them because they kind of look gnarly. And it's pretty sweet. You can kind of like mount it now different places aside from just like the truck bed. Yes, it actually did stick well to just like the normal part of the bed of the truck without the plate. However, it sticks. I mean, to me, oh wow, it was terrible filming. To me, it feel like it sticks a lot better with that. And I'm just really loving this little door, this magnet. It's insane. Started with just like doing some sort of car shower with a battery thing, something I could use boondocking, like camping, if I don't want to, you know, if anybody goes to campsites that are at state parks that don't have full hookups, water and showering and your gray tank and dumping that is just like not great. So an idea that kind of started with a shower turned into like power in my truck bed. Anyways, super fun project. I think what I did was rather self-explanatory. If you really wanted to like put it in the comments or something, and I could try to like help you walk through it. However, I'm probably going to use the wrong words and what have you, but I just thought I would share this with the world, mainly because I feel like I'm proud of how this turned out. I am like grinning so hard because most ideas, and I'm sure a lot of people that are DIY, if you're watching this, like it doesn't work out exactly how like it worked out in your head, and this actually worked out better, especially because like I just used stuff I had, like including sheet metal that I bent to make this little door. I could have got a switch that had a little toggle switch that had a cover for it, but I just made one with a little mini hinge that I had. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this haphazard video, and later.